Shout out to everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? This is Somebody's Daddy's Talking Podcast. I'm your host, Ronell, and today we got Liberty Bell in here. So look, I just put up a post and was like, who want to be the guest tonight on the podcast? And she was brave enough to do it. Now we're about to tear it out. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it, you know what I mean? And we're going to chop it up and talk about a couple things. If y'all know, a lot of my content on TikTok and stuff be about like relationship stuff, dating stuff, you know what I'm saying? Male perspective, female perspective. I'm a huge debater. Huge debater. So because of that, she better be able to back up whatever she say.
Devil's advocate.
She better be able to back up whatever she say.
Oh, I'm backing up everything.
I got a question. So I do got a question.
All right.
It's about cheating.
Ooh.
I got a question.
Ooh.
So listen, is it cheating? Would you consider it to be cheating if a guy was buying you gifts that you knew liked you and you didn't tell your dude? Would you think that would be cheating?
Is this past, present, or future Liberty?
This is present.
This is present.
This is present. So if you had a dude, I don't know.
Ooh.
If you had a dude and there was another dude that was liking you and he was buying you gifts, would you tell you not telling your dude, would that be considered cheating?
Absolutely.
You think so?
I think so. I know.
What if you was a content creator or influencer?
It's still cheating.
Really?
I mean, yeah, so, absolutely.
I think I got a different perspective on that.
I don't, because you got to share that information with your partner, you know, because
so if your partner already know that people send you gifts, he already know they send you gifts.
But you said if that person was interested in me in the beginning, right?
Anybody that send you gifts is probably interested. Ain't nobody just gonna send you gifts if they not interested. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that anybody just, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna just send gifts, chances are they like you, or they find you attractive, or they interested. You know what I'm saying? You would consider that to be cheating if you don't tell them.
Yes, if you in a relationship and and that person is interested in you.
So if you getting gifts like on a daily basis, you're gonna tell them every time, like, look, I got this, I got this, I got this.
I'll take the, time out to tell them like, hey, well, this happened, by the way, babe. This happened maybe a week ago. I got these I got a couple gifts, just came through the mail or somebody contacted me trying to be reintroduced to me. But yeah, that's
okay. I'm with you. The reason I asked because there was a group of females that said, no, that ain't cheating. And I was curious to find out why they think it ain't cheating.
From a female's perspective, yeah. I mean, females, we tend to
go on and spill it out. Go on and spill it out. Don't hold it in. Go on and spill it out.
We are like cats, right?
What that mean?
Being like a cat is we cover our shit up and we do it very well.
Ooh.
You know?
Ooh.
And so with a man or a male being more of the dog energy, y'all leave y'all shit right out in the open. When a cat go to poop or pee, you don't never see it.
It's gonna cover it up. So they sneaky.
It's gonna cover it up.
So
not
they
necessarily sneaky, but
okay. Do you think cats are more sneaky than dogs?
I think they're strategic about their dumb shit.
So even their gestures even a cat jester seems sneaky. They walk softly.
Yeah, but there's reasons for that, right?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Right? So again, like going back to the first scenario you gave me was if someone is buying you gifts and they're interested in you and that's a male and you a female, is that cheating? Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I think the position of being, I honestly think the position of being an influencer or a content creator with a platform with a lot of followers, I don't think it should be a big deal.
Okay, let me ask you from your perspective because me and you both been in the entertainment industry, right?
Okay.
Correct?
Correct.
And you travel a lot again now. You the person I've been trying to catch up with for the last 10 years.
You must wasn't trying hard
you
enough.
you know
You must wasn't trying hard enough.
No, so you get females that send you gifts, right? Okay. And are you in a relationship now?
No.
Okay, so that don't matter to you. But if say for instance, if you were with one of somebody's baby daddy, if you when you were, was you telling your partner? Were you
I wasn't.
Like,
I didn't have the platform. I wasn't getting gifts at the time.
Okay.
So, but in today's, like, moving from today, knowing that I get gifts from, you know what I'm saying, followers, or, you know what I'm saying, fans or whatever, I would literally disclose that up front.
Yeah,
because I would have to give them the choice to say, this is something that I want to be involved with, or something that I don't want to be involved with. You know what I'm saying?
My point exactly.
So yeah,
because that's not fair. You know, okay, I've given a situation. I had a producer friend of mine, right, and you know, it's like, yeah, you've been dealing with the Flint water crisis. Send me a couple, you know, a grand. Then, you know, I had to explain to my dude, you know, like, hey, you know,
this is for the water crisis.
Yeah, this is for the water crisis, and I had to put it towards something for the water crisis because that necessarily I couldn't. But
did the dude like you? Would he like, if you gave him the opportunity?
Of course, you could tell that the dude like me. So you had to, you know.
So this is my thing. Do you think
explain, like?
So do you think it's even cool to receive gifts from a dude that like you if you're in a relationship?
Not if you putting it towards something.
Like so it was like a donation.
It was a donation. So now it's a donation. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference. But if you just, oh, okay, I'm just gonna accept some nice pair of Louis Vuitton red bottoms from this nigga that, you know, or he flying me out here. No, you can't. No, that's cheating. No, can't nobody just fly you out.
What if you like, you know, what if you like, look, I'm donating this trip to you. What if you like, look, I'm donating this flight because I need you out here for this particular mission.
Then that's where that line gotta be, you know, draw like, hey, will can my business partner come out, or my homegirl, or, you know, to clear it up again? The female gotta be.
They'll definitely say your homegirl can come. I don't think they'll say your dude can come. They'll be like, yeah, bring your homegirl. I got some friends.
Help me out here.
First thing you probably come out of his mouth, like, yeah, bring your homegirl. I got some friends.
You just like, oh, you like, oh, well, now you got to figure out a way to get out the situation at that point, because
why you got to figure out how to get out versus
because
just
you jeopardize it, because you still want to keep that relationship open, that connection. That might be somebody, as far as networking, that might be somebody that's beneficial to the long run,
right?
But with your partner, then you got to come back to the other end and disclose that information to your partner.
That's gonna bring me to my next question.
Go ahead.
That's gonna bring me to my next question.
Okay.
My next question is it okay?
I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
Is it okay to stay friends with an ex? Is it okay to stay friends with an ex?
Now, is this ex, how far did me and this ex go?
I don't know. I mean, does it matter?
Yeah.
It do?
It do. It's levels to it, because, okay, if it's an ex-husband, is this an ex-girlfriend, is it somebody you just kidding, you fucking around with? Is that an ex? Like, what is considered an ex?
I would say an ex is anybody that you was intimate with and did, like, created memories with or built any type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was intimacy. Okay. See,
yeah, I mean, most people who got an ex probably was intimate. Let's just
yeah. But I'm just saying, you know, because we looking at all different levels and angles here now. It depends on the comfortability of you and your partner. Again, if you really care about somebody, then you should be able to disclose all this information with this partner, right?
Okay.
Or no, you know?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so. But I also feel like, let me see what somebody just came in and said.
Cause that's, you know, it's like,
Is it a line crossed with male best friends? So before we even go to that question, before we even go to that question, I want to give my perspective.
Is that gay?
No,
is that transgender?
They straight. They straight. They straight. But before we even get on that one, I'm gonna give my perspective on
I feel like I got a life for to say to take a point guard for humanity for the females over here because I feel like I'm giving away too much.
This is what it is. This is raw. This is raw and authentic here. So you might feel like you giving away too much, but on a male perspective side, whatever questions you got, I got to be 100 with you, and I gotta be genuine. Whether even if it throw me under the bus, you know what I'm saying. Even if it throw me under the bus as a dude, I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, just be real with you. But my whole perspective on that, could you be friends with an ex? My perspective on that is yes, for a special reason. If you had an ex and and y'all both understood that this is no longer intimate type of relationships, but they actually helped you grow, they give you good advice, they give you good insight on your business, like they beneficial on that level, you know what I'm saying, would you still be friends with them? Or would you cut them off?
I try to let dead dogs lie where dead dogs are, because if I had intimacy with that person, that level of intimacy never. I don't think that ever goes away.
They do, because I got some people. I'm an Aries. You
an Aries. I'm a Sagittarius. Listen, I'm a fire sign too. But
so my thing is that
I understand fire and passion.
I'm saying I done been intimate with females that I'm no longer intimate with, and it's strictly a friendship.
Okay, that's a male thing, though.
Okay, not a female thing?
No, because the female is emotional. Y'all thinking logic.
I agree.
You know, I think in my emotions. So if I'm looking at him and I'm twitching my legs and I'm biting, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I experience that level of intimacy with an individual, then...
So that takes me into his question then. That takes me into his question that females can't have male best friends.
And that's hard, you know, to say, because no.
Okay,
no.
So
and I have a different perspective, because let me back you up about me. I'm Muslim. So to shake a man's hand, you automatically feel some type of connection. To look at me,
just shaking his hand.
Yeah. That's intimacy.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's so when a woman, because in certain places, if you know, going global, you don't go into certain places. You don't shake their hand. You don't keep looking at me, and how you kind of chill down, because you don't want to build that type of energy.
So what do you say about these females who got male best friends? What's your perspective on these females out here who say
my best friend?
What's your perspective on that?
I feel like we as a people need to evolve on so many different levels and learn and understand. We need to have a level of respect, because all that hugging and feeling, and it's in the songs and the music, you know? Just let a nigga.
So you saying it's wrong? So you saying it's wrong for a female to have male best friends?
It is. Is you somebody's male best friend? Because no, male best friend. That what does that mean? That mean y'all sleeping in the bed together? What does?
Now who you think do that more? Who do you think do that more? Men? Do you think men say they got female best friends more than women say they got male best friends, or what? I think females say they got.
They do say they have male best friends, and I'm a tomboy or and try to friend zone a dude because women, again, and I'm speaking to a culture of Black women. We have been so left behind. Okay. If that makes sense.
Explain what you mean.
We've dealt with so much trauma.
Okay, I agree.
So much trauma on generational levels. So to say male best friend, yeah, absolutely, 100%.
So my thing is, why is they feeling like it's okay to have a male best friend?
Because they don't know no better.
Really? So I think some of them know better. I think some of them just play that role.
No, they don't know.
So they actually think it's okay.
They being taught by the TV. They being taught by entertainment.
Okay, y'all hear that? Don't be having male best friends, ladies. Don't be having male best friends.
We at that age where it's like, no, you can't, no. Especially if you're looking for a husband, then that should be your male best friend.
I got a few that probably consider me their best friend. And it's because...
And have you slept with them?
No. Some
See,
not all.
and my point exactly, some. But out of those,
okay, go ahead.
If you can say, "Oh, I got these people," or "Oh," they be like, "Oh, right now my homeboy," or that's my dude, that's my best friend, bestie. No, you not. You
so when they calling me their best friend, do you think they got an ulterior motive? If they calling me their best friend,
I think they do. I think they don't know that they have an ulterior motive. Does that make sense?
So you saying you think they got an ulterior motive, but they don't know.
They don't know that they have an ulterior motive. No.
Because if that door opened up again, it'd be like, it'd be go time.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, but you get the first thing in the first day.
So why they be lying to themselves? So basically,
why they lying to themselves?
Yeah, when you say they don't know, that's like they lying to themselves.
Yeah, they are.
Why is that?
Cause they not focused. The pineal gland. You ain't had nobody teaching. You ain't had nobody teaching you a certain way of life or how to operate with a man. 9 times out of 10, these females either got daddy issues, traumatized. Again, that goes back to the trauma.
Okay.
You see a nice looking brother and you want a friend zone him because, oh, right now got hoes, I can't be fucking around with right now, you know? Right?
Oh man. I
mean,
I don't know. Or from a female
we went out to eat, you know, we can be it don't work like that because you as a woman, you have needs. As a man, you have needs, right?
Right.
And that's why equally we supposed to be equally yoked, or we supposed to have a partner, right? Okay.
So what's the difference? You say have a partner or equally yoked? What you mean? So is that like the same thing or not?
Have you ever been married?
Yeah.
Okay, have you married now?
No.
You divorced?
Divorced.
How long were you married?
3 years, maybe
3 years.
Yeah, together 6, maybe like close to 3.
Okay, and was that your best friend?
Eggs, no.
Did she have male best friends?
Yeah. He was gay though.
Okay, my point exactly.
Okay.
My point exactly.
But I still wasn't comfortable with it. So.
Okay. Oh. And then you gotta ask yourself these questions, okay? What do you feel about what I'm saying in regards to women having male best friends?
What do I feel about it?
Yeah. Do you feel like you think it's bull crap?
I think it's bull crap.
So you understand.
Let me explain
so your
why.
male intuition is telling you that that's bull crap.
Let me tell. Okay? I'm gonna explain why I think it's bull crap.
Okay, break this down.
So for a female that has a man that she says is her best friend or her partner, her spouse, y'all supposed to share everything together. My question is, what is it that you need to share with this other guy that you can't share with your spouse? Like, what is it that you feel you need to involve him in, or you know what I'm saying, share with him that you can't share with your spouse? Being a male best friend, like
how long has this male best friend been around?
It doesn't. I mean, I don't know. So this is my thing. Say the male best friend was there before the spouse, and then
he gotta go.
Listen, this is my thing. So this is my perspective on it. If you got a male best friend before we hook up, why weren't y'all together? And have y'all been together?
They ain't gonna tell you.
Exactly.
Hell no, I'm not telling you.
But do you think they're not telling me because they know that I would be like, oh, I'll cut that off?
Hell yeah.
Okay, it makes sense.
It make a lot of sense, don't it? I mean, that's just, but that's just the human nature. That just go back to the belly of the beast, where I said a female, a cat is gonna cover her shit up. A cat is gonna wipe her paws, piece of shit, wherever, and wipe the shit up. The dog just gonna leave the shit out there, like, hey, fuck it, and that's cats why it's why it's actually harder for us to deal with the realization of y'all cheated versus us cheating.
Because y'all cover it up. So listen, with you saying that, because I had this discussion before, right? What you saying that when you say that, are women better at cheating?
Absolutely.
My question is, 100%. Hold on. My question is, if you're better at something, do that mean you would do it more? If you're better at something, think about it. If you had 2 things you was doing and you was better at this, which one would you do more?
Morally,
if you played basketball and you played baseball, but you was just amazing at basketball, which one would you invest more time into?
Bro.
I'm just saying, like, if you good at something, don't you kind of gravitate to that?
If I had 2 baby daddies, which I don't, baby daddy. And I'm gonna gravitate more to I'm gonna gravitate more to having my way. Yeah. Right.
So if we say,
but that's things for generations and generations. You talk about ancient history now.
But you talk about Cleopatra. If we agree that if you're better at something, you're gonna do more of it. So if women is better at cheating,
you think women cheat more than men?
And they can cover it up.
Absolutely.
Then I think they might cheat more than men. I think the fact that men don't cover up theirs make them look like they cheat more. That's like saying the dog taking the crap and the cat taking the crap. You see the dog crap, so you're like, oh, he keep crapping.
I can't
he keep crapping because you see it, but you don't know the cat is crapping because it's covering it up.
Yeah. So and hear me out. Having a son has taught me so much more about men as a woman.
Like what? What have it taught you?
That little girls is vicious, and I didn't know because I was, growing up, I didn't know how vicious I was until I had a son, and I see my son and interacting with my nieces and my daughter, and I'm like, y'all is vicious. I gotta protect my son because women.
I think until you have a son, you don't understand that.
You don't understand how vulnerable a young man is in society until you experience that yourself and you see how vicious little girls is and how you gotta train them. If she slap you or you gotta he wanna slap her ass back and it's like, no, you can't, no.
So what do you say to your son? What would you say to your son that watching him grow up, he become a teenager? And he's dealing with a female.
We're in therapy.
Listen, he's dealing with a female. He's dealing with a female that you can clearly see is toxic. I mean, she's pushing whatever button she can, and him being raised by a strong woman, right? You know what I'm saying? Him being raised by because a lot of these men out here actually got good moms who raised them to be this type of way, but they've encountered women who probably push every button they can. So how do you deal? What would you tell your son?
If she can't use my condom, what? She can't use my condom.
Elaborate. What you mean? Elaborate.
Being a male, y'all, it's like, and being a black male, it's so much set up against y'all. So I'm constantly preparing my son, putting him in therapy to let him know, hey, it's okay, son, because he want to react when somebody hit him or slap him too, right. And to have that restraint, and I had to allow him to be able to, I had to allow him to be able to cry. I had to allow him, me and his father are divorced, and I had to allow him to, have those interactions. Although we went left, I had to be able to have him in that space and just talk to him like, listen, son, it's certain things that I can teach you about being a man. Like, that's good. You got to get it from your dad. I can tell you from a woman's perspective, but I can't tell you from a man's perspective. I can't, because I feel like the women that's out here trying to tell a man how to be a man, you're not a man, so you don't know what a man actually deals with until you either have a son or you become one. So it's like you gotta soften up and just kind of pay attention,
right?
Really focus in and pay attention. And men are not dumb. Like, again, having my son and learning how little boys think in school. Just when it comes to even going to public school, it's like it's totally completely different than something that I would, engage in just myself. And it's like, dang, like, where as a society did we get to this place? You know what I'm saying? Where did we let our daughters with the weave, the hair, the nails, like, and everybody, we either want to be the biggest dope dealer or the biggest athlete, like, where the doctors and the lawyers? We're the Where the politicians? Where are the veterinarians? Where are the homesteads? Where are the people where are the growers? Where the cannabis grow?
I'm trying to understand what you're asking me here. Go ahead, Drew. Ask me what you want to ask.
I'm not. And that's hard too. We have to co-parent from the phone. I got my kids' phone, so they at that age where they can interact. So it's only a little bit that we have to communicate, and then there you go.
So you have to keep it. So you have to keep
it
that
real platonic.
You got to keep some boundaries on that.
Super boundaries. Super.
What if it ended like a certain way though? What if it ended like bad, where y'all know like we not messing around no more?
Well then, those conversations still have to be had because now it's a male child. So either we got to have some type of verbal communication, we got to have a mediator, we got to go to court, we got to go to the court. Sorry if it's to that point now because it ended bad. So we have to go to the courts. We have to have those conversations.
Okay.
Somebody from both sides got to sit in because I need my son to be in the best space possible. And that's one thing that we can agree on. You know? That's the one thing we gotta agree on. Cause he didn't get here by himself.
Right. Okay. So look, one question here. I got another question. This is a little different from that. What has your experience been are you trying to date or like
am I trying to date? Oh God. Who trying to date me?
Listen, not even date. Like what have your experience been with men who are approaching you?
Which age group?
Just across the board. Is there a difference with the age group?
Okay, so now with me being in my 30s, right?
Yeah.
You got the young rowdy crowd that want to get at you and shoot their shot. And then you got the 40s and the 50s. And then you got the 60-year-olds.
So give me the difference between the groups. Give me the difference between the groups.
60 and up is like mellow, you know.
They said 60 and up.
60 and up.
They still shooting.
They still shooting. They mellow and they real organized and strategic about what they gonna do. Cause Mr. Willie gonna spend a couple minutes.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.
The 40s, 50s, they still asking you what you want to drink. And the young crowd, they talking about they got businesses with their credit scammers, and it's like, you know what? I'm about to go to the museum. Like,
so is there a big difference the way that they approach you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Which one approach better?
The 60s.
The 60s?
Yeah.
They approach better, and them the ones you don't even want to deal with.
No. What? That they got it. So they figured it out.
So why is it that women want to deal with the ones that's not approaching like that?
Cause they like a little thirsty homes. It ain't what you do, it's how you do.
It ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
You gotta do it gracefully.
You gotta be smooth.
You gotta be very smooth about it. Be real smooth about it. Yeah. You gotta be vicious. And y'all don't have to be flashy. Talk about building businesses. Yeah. You know, how your kids doing? You take care of your kids? Because women, we real messed up right now.
Women are real messed up?
Yeah.
In what way? What way?
Everything, you know, as Drake said, everything fake now, you can crack the code. It's like you got your hair and your nails and you carrying around your suitcase, but you ain't even got nowhere to stay.
So you think a lot of women is doing that?
I know a lot of women that's doing it. And it's like, baby, you want to be an artist or you want to live this way, you got to have something. What you gonna sell, the hair and the nails?
But this seems like it seems like these the type of woman. It seems like some of these women that's doing that, they're looking for men who got their shit together.
And it's sad.
And they ain't got their shit.
And it's like, you want to BBL? How? Where? You can't do that. Like, we we gotta revisit. We gotta sit down and at least start having classes of talking to these women that's coming up because the priority is just gone. It's like, so do you have your kid? Like, you still staying with your parent, and obviously the price of inflation has went up, right?
Right.
And I'm not knocking nobody, you know. Yeah, like I'm not knocking, but the focus has to be different, you know.
Gotcha.
The trade has to be different. Like we gotta start accountability. Like, and I'm not knocking. Like, if you a CNA, okay, you going to school to be a nurse, okay, you know.
Okay.
Kudos to you. If you got your hair business, you doing this on the side, but have somewhere where you can lay your head at night. That's all I'm saying.
So
you know, but you want a dude to fly you out, or you want him to take you to these fancy restaurants. No, start local. Start. Okay, let's talk about building. Let's see how we can build and stop tearing these young men down. Like, stop tearing them. Give them a chance.
Who tearing the young man down more? Which ones are tearing the young man down?
The bald-headed hood rats with 24-inch hair and 36.
These the ones that's tearing the man down. Damn.
And I'm seeing it, and I'm sad that we didn't got this far as a society.
Damn.
As a culture, like the culture, we have to, man, it's sickening, it's sad, it's embarrassing.
Well, look, Somebody's Daddy's Talking podcast. We got Liberty Bell here. We finally linked up.
We finally linked up.
She said after 10 years, after 10 years, she's been trying. I don't think you've been trying to.
He got pictures of my pageant sisters. It's 83. It's 83 counties in Michigan. My pageant sister is from what is it? It start with it start with a B. I can't even think of what it's called. In Michigan. No, not Birmingham.
Okay.
Battle Creek.
Oh, Battle Creek.
My sister is from my pageant sister. Now it was in 2000.
Okay, so tell me, how hard have you tried? Hold on, because you talking about 10 years. No.
City Boy, King, Mondo. Listen, I was calling around.
You calling everybody but the one.
Because I didn't have your info.
My contact everywhere.
And by the time I got to you, seriously, you was out of town. And so in the space, I had deleted you.
I'm gonna go look to see if you did if you sent any messages.
I had deleted my Facebook, you all. And I had been on Facebook for about since like 2018 because I realized I had been on Facebook for over 15 years of my life. But yes, I was reaching out to this man.
I don't think so.
Looking for him, yes. And he got pictures. He said he
ain't that hard to reach.
He would win. Go back to them years and see where you was at, because it was moving and shaking.
Probably was.
Yeah, he was.
But I don't think it was that hard to reach. You see, even on my door, my number is on the door.
Just these couple times just these couple times when I've been looking at the podcast and paying attention to SBD, and it's my first time.
When I put up this post and you responded, how quick did I respond back?
Yeah, this time. But what about the other? What about the other three?
This is the only time.
The other three. Oh, this
that I noticed.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna have to go check.
Go back. I haven't even sharing them. I didn't end up taking them down because the man wouldn't respond. No, I did say I took one or two down. Listen, because I did. I reached out a couple times. Like, you had another one about what's a woman perspective. Yeah, for the podcast, you posted it and I shared it on my page. I'm like, okay, blah, blah, blah.
Ooh, you know what? My next one is going to be good.
What is going to be?
My next one is going to be good. I'm bringing some guys in, more than one. It's going to be called A Fly on the Wall.
Ooh,
and it's going to be scary. Guy talk. It's going to be guy talk.
So I get to...
I might actually have like a podcast party in here where we just in here chilling. It's gonna be, and I'm gonna just be calling people. Hey, you come in and sit in the seat.
And you
go out. You come in and sit in the seat. You go out. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna have to be like that. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
I think that's gonna be dope.
So, all right, people. So look, shout out to everybody out there who tuned in with Liberty Bell. This is Somebody's Daddy's Talking podcast.
SBD.
Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button so that y'all, you know what I'm saying, is in tune.
Daddy. Somebody's baby.
It is somebody's baby daddy. Somebody's that the initials is the same. But I'm a good baby daddy.
You is.
I'm just
what you do as a baby daddy? Do you see
I'm a great baby daddy.
You an excellent baby daddy.
I am.
How old are your children?
7, and 17. She'll be 18.
Get his baby mama on the phone line right now. Let me hear about what this baby daddy
Get him on the phone.
Was he accepting gifts from girls when y'all was dating him?
Man, I wish.
Did he have girl best friends? How many girl best friends did he really have?
Hold up. Hold up.
Who was calling him?
I got a reason for all of... But look, shout out to everybody in there. We definitely gonna, you know what I'm saying, come back with something even better for the next episode. You know what I'm saying?